And we are back with day 3 of the mid-season break. We've had a look at the bottom 4. Now we're moving to 10th place Murder on Zidane's floor and Tap and Can. So let's quickly start with Murder on Zidane's floor. Went with the old claret and blue. Lovely little colours there. Lovely little away kit of white. Troy Deeney, captain of the side. Love a bit of Troy. And Antonio Rudiger, a Sam Adams' favourite, I believe, as vice captain. So let's have a look at his squad. I gave Sam Courtois as the 2017 icon, which I feel a little bit bad actually about, because now it means that he's got 2 goalkeepers, and which he doesn't really need. Although I guess, you know, Tomo could have done with having 2 goalkeepers. So maybe it's an advantage, maybe it's a disadvantage. Either way, he did do, I think he was like quite a high draft pick in 2017 for Sam. Mkhitaryan, 2018. Naby Keita was his 2nd round draft pick in 2019. I've been there, mate. That was a terrible pick. 2020, Dejan Lovren. So those are his icons. Who else has he got in here? Let's look at appearances. Dani Ceballos, ever present. Aubameyang, ever present. Courtois, ever present. He's had a very consistent squad. Surprisingly, perhaps it's actually because of all these injuries he did have earlier. You know, there's not actually as many options for him. So yeah, look at this. His whole starting 11 have played 10 of the 13 games, which is pretty impressive. And if you look at these average ratings, they're actually doing quite nicely. They've only got a few, only Big Dan Burn, Michael Antonio and Troy Deeney, who aren't really performing, although Antonio's only had 4 sub appearances. You can't blame him. It's only really Big Dan Burn. Everyone else is doing quite nicely. Ceballos apparently needs a rest. Naby Keita doing nicely, only played 3 starts and 2 sub appearances. Ceballos, Rudiger doing really nicely. So yeah, surprising perhaps that he's down in 10th. Let's look at his schedule. In fact, no, let's stick on this. Look at goals. Albs and Abraham, 6 apiece. Abraham playing up top. Abraham can play on the wing, so I guess it's better for Aubameyang to be there. And assists, we got Keita with 3 in just 5 appearances. Mkhitaryan 3. So actually, Sammy's got a nice little team here. Defensively, maybe a little bit questionable. They're playing Rudiger at right back, which apparently you can play. I didn't know that. But actually, Rudiger's really good looking at these stats. Those physicals are insane. So a quick look at his schedule. Started off with a defeat, but then went 4 unbeaten. Yeah, and then it's been pretty tricky since then. Only 1 win in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Only 1 win in 8 games. A few draws in there. The win was against his best man, Astown. And then he's got a tough fixture up against Loxon and Melmore coming up now. 3 away games on the bounce. No idea if that really matters in this Andorran league that I've set up. But yeah, that is Sammy's team. And then next is Tap and Can in 9th place. And I've gone for yellow as his main colour. Didn't know what to pick, and then lovely to remember the yellow hoodie that sprung to mind, and I thought, you know what, let's associate hoops with yellow. The yellow hoodie is a favourite story, and he can wear it. So yellow for Tap and Can. Let's look at their squad. In fact, let's quickly look at that overview again. So he's got Mazzari as manager, Ruben Neves as captain, Oliver Norwood as the vice captain. Appearances, Pope and Origi. Origi's actually an ever present, playing up top. That's a little bit surprising. How long's Mahrez out for a few weeks? I guess Arnautovic has been out for a little bit. And Martial's playing out on the wide. He's got Walcott on the wide. So he's actually got a lot of forward options. But maybe not like a proper forward, I guess. I won't call Arnautovic a proper forward. Mahrez neither. Origi, yeah, I guess so. So I guess that makes sense. Ruben Neves, 12 appearances. Michael Keane, 12 appearances. Compare this to Sam's though, where it's definitely not as consistent a team. You see a lot of people with 2, 3 appearances here, bunch of subs. His defence is a struggle, I think, because if I recall, he's got a lot of wing backs. So he's got Johnny playing at left centre back, which apparently he can do, but I've never seen him play there for Wolves. He's got Michael Keane, and that's really it. He's got Messina and Zinchenko as further left back options. So he's got a hell of a lot of left backs, but not really anything you can play at centre back. So I don't know if that means that's the reason why he's been struggling. If we look at his league season, it started off really bad, or at least, yeah. First 1, 2, 4, 7, 9. First 9 games of the season, won just once. Did draw quite a few. But then he's turned it around. 3 wins and a draw in his last 4 games. So a team on the up, I guess. Arnautovic and Origi. We had Mahrez scoring, Anthony Martial, Origi, couple of years ago. So he does have a lot of firepower going forward. Let's see if that actually plays out in. I wonder how many he's conceded compared to the rest. So actually, his defence is pretty good, and his forward line is not good, which doesn't really fit with his team, which has some insane forwards, pretty shit defenders. So don't know what the fuck's going on there. Don't know what Football Manager's doing. Doesn't seem to fit with how you'd expect it to be. In terms of best players, we had Mahrez smashing things up on a 7.3. Unfortunately, he's injured for a few weeks with a broken lower arm. Maybe Bennett stood on it. I don't know. Anyway, Martial, 7.18, nice. He's only played 5 games, so if he's now fit, I'm presuming that was because of an injury. If he's now fit, then that might tie in with now why Tappan kind of doing quite well. Nacho Monreal doing really nicely. Monreal, like I said before, linked with Hooper's teams for the last 4 years, really, or at least the 3 seasons before now. So great to get him on there. And Arnautovic was his 2017 icon. Michael Keane was his 2018 icon, and Walcott was his 2020 icon. We'll wrap it up there. Try and keep the videos below 8 minutes. So that's your lot. I will see you tomorrow.